What up, y'all? Let's see if we can get our guest. What's up, sneaker vibes only? What's up, Soul of Kicks? Just sent you a request. Oh man, another day, another day. Sneaker vibes only. Did you hit on those sixes earlier? Okay, let me try this again.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. Really appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem, no problem. As we get started, let me ask you, what was the most positive thing you took from 2020?
Ooh, the most positive thing. Well, overall, I feel like 2020 was a year where the whole world just kind of realized that life is really short. So I think the most positive thing I took was not to take life for granted and to, appreciate the small things in life. So.
Okay, all right, all right, I got you. Now, I initially asked you, I wasn't sure because I follow both of your pages, which one to send. Solar safe, you know.
Yeah, I went live on both of them, but since this is like my sneaker page, this would be the appropriate one.
Okay, okay,
Let me just turn my volume up a little bit. Okay.
as well. Okay, well, starting off, just tell us about yourself. Where you're from, where you are.
Okay, well, I'm Aisha, also known as Soul of Kicks. I'm from Mississippi. I was born in Memphis, Tennessee. So I'm a Southern girl at heart. I graduated from the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff with my bachelor's in agriculture, plant, and soil science, and 28 years old. So.
Okay, I was actually by your way a little while ago. I mean, my wife and I were in Memphis, and we were in South Haven, Mississippi. Just out there. So yeah,
Right.
I
I
had.
noticed South Haven is like the closest like city towards me. So South Haven and Horn Lake, I'm close to the area.
Okay, cool, cool. Want to say hello to everybody joining. Can't get everybody individually, so hello everybody. Thank you.
Hello.
So what did you break out today? What did you wear sneaker wise today, or did you wear sneakers?
Yeah, I wear sneakers. I have slides on right now, but I just had my space hippies on today because these are like my super comfort air run type of shoes. So I had these on.
Okay, cool, cool. I well, I work for Converse, so I had to wear some Converse. So I work
I
for Converse.
know, I know.
Um, ooh, not so tight I can't even get them off, so I'm gonna just leave them alone. All right, let's get into some sneaker origins here. What was your earliest sneaker memory or moment?
Earliest would be when I was like a little kid. I probably was what 3, 4 years old when the airs came out the Pippins. So
Okay.
that's like my first sneaker memories. My one of my Grail sneakers. So yeah.
Hmm. All right. You have any pairs now?
I have 3 or 4 pairs. I have the black and white pair, which is my faith pair. I have the Olympic pair, and I also have the pair with the gun bottom, the all white pair.
Okay, those are some solid ones. So
And I have another pair of black and white ones too. So I have 2 pairs of those. So yeah, that's 4.
yeah, those are special shoes. I have the black and white ones, but I have the very first retro from '06, so they made them leather instead of the new buck.
Oh, okay.
I never was able to get the new buck ones. Had them a couple times at stores I was running, but like when they came out in '16, we had like 4 different release dates, so I would
Wow.
miss them every. So you
Okay.
know,
Okay. Yeah, that's
so,
the pair I got. The 2016 pair. I have 2 pairs of those. I didn't get the pair. I think they came out again last year, right? Yeah,
yeah,
I didn't get that pair.
yeah. I'm gonna have to just rock out with my leather pair. Hope the air bubbles last a little bit there.
But
But
I know that leather is nice on those.
yeah, I mean that's cool. I still like since I'm so old, I just consider myself a sneaker purist, so I be needing it, to be how it was. You know,
Right,
I,
right.
I'm a look.
Well, on the pair I have a grade school pair, so we don't really have bubbles at all. They're like really small.
Got one. Okay, okay. Huh. Grade school.
I have them actually close to me. I'll show them.
Oh, wow. Off. Like glued to my foot.
They're a little dusty, but as you can see, like this is like our kind of only permanent bubble, but the other ones are like really, really tiny.
Yeah. To me, they look good.
This is a pair I actually wear all the time. My other pair is still dead stock, but this is kind of like my beater pair.
The shoe, I guess, for you. You always a dead stop pair to start. Like mine was the black infrared '91 when I was in fourth grade. I always wear them dead stock, no matter what. So, I feel you on that. I appreciate that you did that. So that Pippin is the shoe that got you into it.
Yep, that's the shoe that's got me started.
Okay, cool, cool. So with all the sneakers you have, do you consider yourself a collector?
I would say so. Yeah, I think I've been doing it for a good amount of time now. So yeah, I would throw collector on me.
Okay. Yeah, you got a lot. You got a lot. So I've been saying you got a lot. Um, did you have a moment where just or I should say, what was your moment where you realized, man, I'm really in this? You know what I mean? Like, was there like an aha moment or something?
Um, when I say I really probably when I was in between moving places and having to like move boxes and realize like, oh, I need to get a storage unit because I have no room for this stuff. That's probably when. So I would say when I was in college, I stayed in dorms. So during the summer, having to move stuff, and I'm like, wow, like I really have too many shoes.
Yeah, yeah. The moving is when you know it's real. Like, my wife and I and our son, we relocated to North Carolina last year, and as I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and we had movers, and it was still a lot of stress,
Wow.
track of everything, and being realistic. I was like, all right, I've got all these shoes. I know that all of them may not make it, because of conditions. Some of them might crumble, which that did happen. And then, I was like, these guys might steal some of them, and they did. But,
That's true.
it was for them to have only taken 5 pairs out of however many. It really wasn't that bad. And they stole a bunch of like Vapor Maxes, like shit that really was like, this is what y'all took, you know?
Well, Vaporex had a little run when that was like the popping shoe of the moment. So maybe that was during that time frame.
Oh, it was last year, so these were
Oh,
Vapor Max.
last year. Yeah,
So
kind of.
like, I really the only thing that I took was I had 2 pairs of Concords, and they took the pair that I wore, but they left the dead stock pair. So now I
Really?
have a pair, and I'm not going to wear them until I find another really good used pair. Because
That makes sense.
Yeah, like the insurance, and they took care of it, money wise value, but I still haven't found one that was good because either they're just dead stock or they're too far gone where it's like they look like a pair from 2000 or something like that with the yellow. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that, man.
That's
You know.
crazy. I've never heard of people having movers that stole their shoes. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, just being realistic, I was like, because there were maybe about 50 pairs that I moved myself. Like, yeah, y'all ain't touching these. But
Right.
the general population, of shoes is just, yeah. So, and there was so many, I guess they didn't think I was gonna notice. So, but I noticed.
Right. We
Uh,
notice if one pair is gone. Like,
yeah,
we know.
yeah. All right. So, being where you from, you from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Home of 360 Mafia, 8 Ball, MJG, doing rap golf. Um, where was your favorite place back in the day? Like kind of earlier in your sneaker collecting, where you was like, that's my place to cop shoes.
Um, I really got known for like copping kicks in high school. So my place then was I don't know if you've heard of, but Sammy's Manufashion.
I've heard of
They
it.
Sammy's Manufashion and like Hibbett Sports. Those were like my go-to places. I could always go in there and sneakers would just be sitting on shelves. So that was like 2009, 10, 8, somewhere like that. And then after that, we got a Jimmy Jazz that's actually like 10 minutes from where I live at. And that became my place to cop at. So those places. The Nike Factory, a lot of people would think, but it's hard to get in there, you know? So here and there I can get like on the list, things of that nature, but it's it's not easy.
Yeah. Okay. I actually used to be a store manager for Hibbett Sports, 2018 to the very end of 19, and they weren't really that known in Cleveland. So a lot of people was like, "Is this shit real?" You know what I mean? But I know they're big,
Right.
so just kind of relaying that to people, because up until really, because I worked there right maybe a few months before the pandemic started. I would sell out of certain shit, but even in Cleveland, it would be shit that would sell out everywhere else. I would still have it. People aren't hip to Hibbett, so. But as far as the factory store, the company store, I've only been there once. It was the time we went in April. Like it was cool, but it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. You know what
I
I
got
mean? Best thing about it was, since technically I'm an employee, I didn't have to wait. I was able to just go right in, but it
yeah.
was just the same apparel that I could see at a regular Nike store. The shoes were the they had like new release stuff and it was 50% off, but it was if they had your size. It wasn't like I always do the best at Nike clearance stores. So those are
Yeah, Memphis has a decent clearance store. I think the clearance store is a little better than the outlet store. I think you went to both of those, but I
yeah,
normally have more luck at the clearance store right there on Elvis Presley.
yeah, right in the hood. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man. I was surprised that it was like in the plaza with like a rainbow and some shit. I wasn't expecting that.
it's a rainbow. It's or I think a roses or something. Yeah, it's like the hood stores.
Yeah, because I just in Cleveland we only have one and it's kind of far out, so Nike outlet isn't really a part of our sneaker culture there. Um, so being in North Carolina and going to these places, going to Tennessee, going to Mississippi and a couple other places is new. It's kind of new for me. And yeah, that store I didn't find anything there, but my wife found a bunch of stuff. So it's like I found something.
Yeah,
As long
same
as she
thing.
happy, you know.
It's hit and miss, but they get little gems in there too. So that's a good thing about it.
And I can't believe I'm actually talking the soul of kicks. This is great.
It's been a long time coming. I feel like we've been planning this for months, and finally we are here.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Where is your favorite place? This is a loaded question. People always give
Okay.
me this. Where's your favorite place to get kicks now?
Wherever I can hit. I would say sneakers if they showed me more love because everybody loves to cop in there. You get free shipping. But mainly online raffles. That's kind of my go-to method. I haven't really copped in store in a good minute. I've actually been planning on going in stores just to see like what's on shelves around here, but it's kind of non-existent. There have been a couple releases sitting, so I do want to check that out. But yeah, and also I have a lot of people here in the community, the safe community. We kind of look out for each other on releases.
Yeah, I'm saying y'all really, it's like a secret.
It's a sisterhood. It's a community. It's like it's really dope.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've said it pretty much on every episode. You know, you ladies, y'all really support one another in a way that us dudes, some dudes, I shouldn't say everybody, some dudes support, but a lot of dudes be hating like, man, fuck that nigga, he ain't got nothing.
I've heard that from a lot of guys that it's totally different between you all, and I just think that sucks. Like y'all should have more of a camaraderie.
Yeah, the way y'all do it reminds me of how it was back in like the mid to early 2000s, copper sneakers with your friends that were into it too, because it wasn't that many. I mean, look, nigga, why you got all these shoes? Nigga, you only got 2 feet. You know, people will hit you with that.
Exactly right. And even worse for women. I was like one of the my area that was really into getting sneakers like that. So I mainly went with my older brother, my cousins. I just kind of hung with them, and we would like go stand in lines together.
Yeah, yeah, those were the days. Okay. Well, what when you buy a sneaker, what influences your sneaker purchasing, habits? Like what is it like for me it's nostalgia, but really what pushes you over the edge like, all right, I'm gonna get these.
I would say nostalgia as well. Just seeing sneakers that I always wanted when I was younger, couldn't get them, and knowing that I can afford them now. So that kind of pushes me to really try to get that pair. Also, if it's a retro colorway, I'm mainly into retro colorways. So those are the two things I feel like influence me.
Okay. Okay. Now, I know you have a lot of shoes. What's your most recent cop?
The core purple Jordan ones.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I know there was a ladies release, but because it was original color from the 80s, I did want it, but I forgot about it the day it came out. So like it
Yeah.
wasn't so, you know.
I ended up winning a raffle on those, so that's how I grabbed those. Sneakers gave me an L, so I was happy I won that. But I actually think they weren't that hard to get. I think a lot of people did pass on them because it's so much white, so a lot of people were kind of like afraid of them. But it's a dope pickup. I really like them.
Yeah, let's just keep it real. A lot of people can't dress, so they don't know what to do with no purple.
I agree. I agree. I still
Yeah,
gotta post those. I gotta take. I was gonna take some pics today, but it's been like thundering and raining here, so it's been throwing me off.
yeah. It's supposed to be like that here tomorrow because it's like 95. It's like blistering. I'm not used to this heat. Free from all. Well,
It got to I think 88 here. So we haven't hit the 90s yet, but I think we're gonna hit it this weekend.
okay, okay. Now after we get through the sneaker questions, because I plan on coming back to Memphis several times just because of all the Nike stuff there. I've got some
Right.
Memphis specific questions for you after we get through these sneaker questions.
Okay. Okay. That's cool.
All right, so all right, we're in the sneaker. Deep. You've been into this for years. I've been into it for years. What is the biggest change or adjustment you've had to make post pandemic with the sneakers?
Post pandemic, I think because everyone strictly cops online now. I've always been into like online shopping and things, but not necessarily for sneakers. I'm one of those people. I like to go get my sneaker from the store the same day, be able to take my pick, and go on about my day. So I think that's the biggest adjustment is having to download all these apps, having to like try to enter as many raffles as you can. With your head starts, they hardly ever work. So that's been an adjustment because I feel like even pairs that I did used to cop online, it was more easy because the entire world wasn't online trying to get them. And of course, bots didn't used to be a thing. So
Yeah, now, I'm gonna say this. I really be feeling for y'all in the because like what size do you wear?
I'm a 6 youth, 6.5 youth,
Okay.
or 8, 7.5, 8 women.
Okay. Like any shoe store I've worked at, managed, ran, usually show size, those would be the only sizes that would matter. 6, 6.5, and 7 for grade
Right.
school. Especially
Those are the most
store.
popular sizes. Yes.
Like the fact that, and I've said this on the show before too, the fact that y'all have to pay sometimes more than we do for the shoes is just insane because people used to just be like, oh, grade school, whatever, it'll be there. And it hasn't been that long. Like at Hibbett, when the Concords came out, Christmas of 18, I mean, I got 17 or 18 pairs of just size 7s. That would never happen now. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy the way that things have changed and flipped to the point where, just between me and you and I guess everybody watching the show, I'll be feeling has to be bought sometimes. I'm like, man, how the fuck did this happen? How are Jordan 1s the Jordan? How are dunks back hot? And it ain't even the SB dunks like it used to be. It's the plain ass regular.
Exactly. I can't even get my hands on a pair of SB dunks. Like, it's just ridiculous, the hype for those. But
Yeah,
yes, grade school sizes are already limited, so it's like that pushes the resale price because it's not as many pairs made. So that's the sucky part about it.
yeah. I do need to say for the people with the comments, I'm sorry, y'all. I suck at,
I'm like
interacting.
reading them, but trying to keep
All,
up, keep engaged as well.
yeah, all good people in those
The
comments down
Concord
there.
was like the release where I realized that it was going to get hard for my size because I would hear like my brother, they would complain all these years. And I'm like, I can just get my size. Like it's not a big deal for me. But the Concords, the Bread 11s, those were two releases where it was a struggle to get those, like a huge struggle.
Yeah, like for me, I've said this on the show before too. Like, what let me know shit was different was last Flint's. Because again, you know how it is. Usually, if you hear, oh, it's full of family, it means it's gonna be pairs on pairs. The hood's
Yeah,
gonna have,
sure.
But once I took an L on them on sneakers because the Foot Locker I was working at the time was still closed because the mall was in bad shape,
Right,
structure wise.
right.
They wouldn't let us open back up, so I didn't really do any footwork because I figured out we'll be back open. But I couldn't get them there. I couldn't get them on Foot Action, Foot Locker, Finish Line, Hibbett. Couldn't get them anywhere. I still don't have the newest pair. I have all the other
Really?
Flint. I wanted to do, my 98, my 05, my 10, and my 20 for my YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
for
that would have
kids.
been dope. It would have been dope.
But I still don't have them. And I refuse. That's one shoe I won't pay resale for it. Like, it's hard not paying 190 is enough, but you want me to pay 240? Like, nah, I can't do
I
that.
don't disagree. I'm one of those people. I will wait on the shoe. I will keep my watch on the shoe because I just refuse to pay resale for really anything. Luckily, I did get the Flints last year. I have the 2010 pair and the 2020 pair.
And see that 2010 pair, it's so
It
forgivable.
doesn't count to me. Like it was just what's crazy is I had access to someone's swoosh account back in 2010, so I got those half off, and no, I think it was 40% on swoosh. They give you 40%, and they were sitting on the website, so I was able to cop them with ease.
And that's crazy. That was the first Black Friday release they ever did. So
Yep.
see, having a swoosh account now, it's but it's still not like how it was then.
It's
It's not.
because there's nothing really on there. Like, I mean, and I'm not gonna say I can't get access to a someone's swoosh account again, but it's just it doesn't have the same feel.
Yeah, because of sneakers. Because I tell people like, oh, well, you got a discount. I'm like, yeah, but I can't use it on sneakers. So what
Nope,
you
you
say?
can't.
If I want to get some OG Challengers or if I want to get some waffle racers or something, yeah, great.
Right, right.
Even some white forces, but any of the shit, you can't really, but it's cool. I don't want to say anything to get in trouble with the company. So
I feel you on that.
yeah. Well, all right. This is a basic question that I'm sure you probably gonna roll your eyes when I ask this, but what's your favorite shoe?
I don't have a favorite. All of these are my favorites. But
All right.
my fave three are the black cement threes. That's like I always get asked what sneaker would you wear for the rest of your life, so that's like my pick.
Black Cement 3. Okay. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. To me, it'd be certain shoes like that shoe ages really well, even with the white side. Because once that white side, like I'll show you, I've got like 4 pairs of Black Cements in here that are only the newest pair. I keep the older pairs just to whatever. They used to be snowshoes, but
Really?
beautiful shoe.
Yeah, I only have one pair. Hopefully, I know they're gonna do a retro of it again, and I'll copy them. But I would love to have an older pair. My pair is from what 2018, I want to say.
Nah, you got the good pair. I mean, the pair from
They are, I think they right here. I was a little prepared for this, but yeah, this was 17, 2017. I don't know. I thought it was 18.
yeah, they came out for All Star 18. Uh, all right, so now again, these are snowshoes. So,
Okay.
but this is the countdown pack pair. So you see, it's all chipped. I usually just wear these in the snow.
They just age so well though. Like that pair still doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look as wearable.
Now, this is the 11 pair from Black Friday 11.
Okay. That's the pair I was supposed to get that I couldn't get my hands on, but I was supposed to get that pair.
But you see how this is all shiny? Like it just not supposed to be that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I told you I'm kind of particular when it comes to the OG colors. So yeah, you to me got the best pair. Yeah, you got this is the best pair of these I've ever had. Even better than the old one.
Okay. What makes you say it's better?
The 01 pair is in my garage, but the Nike Air is proportioned correctly.
Yeah.
The cement print is correct. I mean the this part comes up to some of the older ones. This part comes up too far. The leather is better.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's just subtle differences like us would notice.
Right. I gotcha.
But yeah, that's a good shoe for the rest of your life. I mean, it's a shoe that ages greatly. It's like the opposite of a Griffey.
I agree.
Griffies do not age well. But okay.
I got my first Griffies this year as well. I don't know where they are. The fresh waters.
Okay. Nice. Yeah, you never go wrong with those. Okay. So that was a shoe you said you would wear for the rest of your life. Like, what's the shoe where you like, man, I'm gonna fuck him up today. I'm gonna kill him with these. Like everybody has a shoe like that. Is it your threes or is it you like, yeah?
No, it's not my threes. It will be my satin shatter backboards. That's like my head turner sneaker. But also a sneaker that I always get a lot of compliments on are my Talarias, the Arizona Talarias. That's like a sneaker. I wore it to when I had SneakerCon here in Memphis some years back, and so many people were like just in awe of the shoe. And I was just like, I grabbed these from the clearance store. They were just sitting in my size.
What color? You got the white and Volt color, like the OG?
The Volt, yeah. I got them right here. They're a little beat up.
Oh, yeah, the OG, 97. Yeah, that's a beautiful shoe. Love how it's
got these for 90. Yeah, so they were 175 retail. I probably got it cheaper than it because they probably had like an additional discount or something.
Yeah, Laria. I've always wanted an OG pair. The pair I have is just made
you said what?
when they retroed that, they also made the Talaria into a boot. Where
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
oh,
The
I
high
have,
top like this.
but I've always wanted that vault where you got there. I've never had that. It's always eluded me in some kind of way. So that's cool. All right,
Thank you.
no problem. So I got to ask now what your holy grail is.
My holy grail, I have a couple. Like, can you have more than one holy grail shoe? Because I feel
Absolutely.
like people try to limit it to one. I'm like, I have at least seven holy grails. But definitely my blacksmiths, that's a holy grail for me. My Pippins are a holy grail. My San ones, those are holy grail. What else? What else? My Silver Bullet Air Max 97s. It's a holy grail for me. I would love a pair of Chicago ones. That's like a holy grail I have yet to obtain. And what else? What else? My bread ones, probably. Bread or royal ones.
Okay. So is that Chicago the shoe that that's kind of eluded you that you know is a shoe you're probably looking for the most that you don't have?
I wouldn't say I'm looking because the price is so high, but I definitely always have it in the back of my mind. Like one day, those and the gingers, 16s, those are two pairs that I have always wanted, and I'm like, I'm gonna get them one day.
Yeah. Those are great. Those used to turn heads a lot for me back in the day because nobody, those in the cherry woods, nobody, fucked with them for real.
Right.
The thing that sucks is, with OG 16s, like all of mine, the shrouds have broke. So the shoe is still wearable, but to me, the 610 without the shroud, it just looks like a jump man to me. It
I
doesn't.
agree. I agree. It's a girl I follow on here. She recently picked up both of those, the gingers and the cherry woods. And I know on one pair she doesn't have the shroud too. And I was like, that just sucks. But it's so hard to find a pair in good condition anyway.
Yeah, because and then with the cherry wood and the ginger, the upper is like different than the black and red and the white and blue, so it looks even
Mhm.
more for a Team Jordan. So,
Right.
but that wheat color on a Jordan, I love it. So, yeah. But okay. Well, I was gonna ask you how you store your sneakers, but it looks like we're doing the same thing here.
One day I think I'll get containers, but I just love the look of the boxes. It feels, it's like a feel good thing for me.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for me, even though I've done a lot of shoe stores, I still be wanting to feel like I'm in one, even when I'm not. Looking for.
Right, right.
If I can't figure it out what it is by the box label, something's wrong. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, that's true.
um,
I've contemplated getting like the little stickers, but I'm like, that's gonna be OD, like having to put it on every single box. But I used to think about getting those.
if I would have done that, it would have had to be during the quarantine since there was nothing else to do.
Right, with nothing else. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Um, I always wanted to get the containers for like the shoes I have without boxes.
Yeah.
Uh, but again, I mean, it's just so expensive. I just be thinking like, with the disposable income I have to spend, that's not bills or mortgage or anything. I could just be buying more shoes with that.
I will get boxes, containers one day, but I'm not going to get them for all of my sneakers. Like, to me, I just think that's kind of impossible unless maybe I start right now buying them in a pack at a time. But for the ones that I don't have boxes for, and just for certain pairs I really want to display, I think I get them for those. But I'm going to keep my boxes, probably get shelves and actually store them more securely than I have them now.
Okay. Yeah. And for everybody who asks, questions and the thing, just DM them to me, because I don't, I'm sorry, I'm still kind of new to the live thing. Um, okay, well,
No, you've been doing it for a while though.
yeah, I still need to get up there with, you know, I've seen you, on a couple other things. I'm like, oh, I see how big.
I know I should be a pro at this now, shouldn't I? But I still get a little nervous beforehand.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what's the shoe that you need to undead stock?
Do I need the undead stock? Um, I actually thought about doing it for this Valentine's Day, but I ended up not. I think they came out in 2016. They're the Valentine's Day Asics. So I feel like that's some years old. I feel like I need to unds those.
Is
But
it
I
the
don't. I have a good amount of pairs dead stock, so this, the list is a little long.
is it the Gel Light 5? It's like blue or it's like red. Is that one or is it the
It's
chocolate?
kind of like a dark pink and other hints of pink.
Oh,
I can grab them possibly. Let me move some stuff around. Let me try to go get them.
you said that big.
I want to say that's in my closet. See, this is kind of like my closet outside of my closet, but I think those are actually inside of my closet. So let me go grab those.
Okay. I'm not all.
Where could they be? Where could they be? You know what? I did all of that. They're right there. I was like, you know what? I think they may be over here. Don't fall, don't fall. Hold up. Okay. Then we're gonna put the lights out on y'all. But, these are the Gel Light 3s. These are here.
Oof. Okay. Those is nice.
They remind me of the Concepts collab, I think. They had like a couple weeks ago.
I can see that. I know what you mean.
But yeah, I really like this pair. So,
That's
and it
hang
came
time.
with extra laces.
All right, now you know I got to ask you now. What's the shoe that you do? You have a shoe that's dead stock won't wear that yes forever?
That I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not, because I feel like everything gets worn eventually. Could be 5 years from when I purchased, but eventually they'll get worn.
Yeah, I've tried to relay that message to people before. You know, years of selling shoes. I'm like, well, just save them. I mean, you'll find something to go with them eventually. Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
dude, mannequin like that had a whole fit right now. Like, I can't do that. I like piecing shit together. Mm.
I'm the same way. I really feel like pairs that I've been buying recently, I want to wear those more than pairs I've been having. I don't know why. It's just kind of like if they're closer to me, I'm looking at the box more. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna pull those out soon.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Now, what's the shoe that everybody loves around you that you just don't fuck with?
Everybody loves. Um, I'm not a huge Yeezy fan, but I don't dislike them. Like I would cop some pairs, but I'm trying to think something that everybody loves that I just dislike. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It have probably a Yeezy. I mean, I don't like those mono ones that came out, but I don't think everybody loves those. So, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, who is your favorite sneakerhead? Or,
Favorite sneaker? Now that's a hard question. It may be the hardest question you've asked me. I don't really have a favorite sneakerhead. I have a couple that I've always loved their styles, like Tiana Taylor. I've always loved her style. Who else? I love Tracy Ellis Ross because I feel like she meshes fashion style, and then she throws sneakers in there too. So I really love how she dresses. I like Laylee May. I like Melanie Sunny. I always like women that kind of have gotten collabs. Brooklyn Betty. She wears a whole lot of different patterns together. I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but she's on Instagram. She's one of my faves. I really love how she dresses. I look on her page almost every day. Who's the other one? Her name is Kia, I think. The Notorious Kia. She's another one that I really like.
Yeah, I'm
And of course,
familiar.
I love all of the girls in my sisterhood. Like, I love how we all dress and how we put our pieces together.
Okay. All right. And does that go for YouTube as well? Just, you have a favorite YouTuber, sneaker YouTuber?
Um, what's interesting is on YouTube, I don't really watch a whole lot of YouTubers, like aside from a couple people that I actually know personally, but I don't watch that many. I really am into vlogs and blogging and stuff like that on YouTube. So that's really who I gravitate towards. So you won't really know any of them if I name them, but I'll look on YouTube for like fashion and things of that nature.
Okay. Okay. All right. What is the hardest L you've ever taken on a sneaker?
Hardest L. Well, I've taken so many, but the hardest, I feel like I got exclusive access actually to the Laylee Sixes, but I wasn't near my phone. This was before they started telling you the night before that you get exclusive access. So I was not near my phone. I missed out on that. So that's a hard L, I would say, because the price of those are pretty high right now. So um, what's another hard L? Maybe the Mocha ones, because I really wanted those really bad. Those and the biohacks are like two pair that I need to get because I really wanted them so bad. But those will be more recent deals.
Okay. Okay. Now, what is your most regrettable pass?
Regrettable pass. Hmm.
You're the first person I think I've asked this question. It's been a while.
What have I passed, like intentionally passed on? Because L's don't count as passes.
I've got a couple, but
I don't think I passed on the wave runners. That's another hard L. Tell me yours first, and maybe I can think of mine.
okay. So I used to be a store manager of a place in Cleveland called Next. It's the only um, Tier Zero Nike account and I was there for a long time. So I really only fuck with the original colors of the one when it first got popular, like 2012 going into 13. But I had a chance to get the shattered backboards for $86.
Wow.
But I don't really fuck with orange, and I didn't think about
Why? It's such a dope color.
this. Don't
Orange is the new black.
for whatever reason I didn't think about the fact that she was still white and black, and I never thought that Jordan ones would be unattainable because I was
Yeah.
so used to them around. So, and my wife and I were kind of into it at the time, so I was like, well, it probably wouldn't be showing up with some more shoes, and we've already got
Hmm.
shoes. Um, that and to a lesser extent the Chicago's because again the 2013s were bricks, so I just was like, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Those are two that I could have had for less than retail, with my discount that I should have got that I didn't. So I've got older Chicago's, but I wish I would have got that newer pair.
For 86, you said?
$86. That was my discount. It was
Wow,
50%.
that's crazy. That's crazy. Um, a pair I know I could have gotten, but I didn't really jump on it quick enough. So I guess that would be kind of passing, but I didn't pass on them. But the shadow ones, I could have got those. I called the store. They still had my size. The guy told me to come and get them, and I was just slow poking around, and I waited too long, and I got there and they were gone. So that's kind of like a bit of a pass, I would say.
Yeah. I
But they
regret
weren't
not.
86. They would have been retail. But
Yeah, it's like I tell my wife sometimes. Sometimes I'm just stupid. So you know what I mean. I should have copped those. The shadows too, because I had them pulled up on sneakers, and they didn't sell out instantly like they do now. But again, it was just kind of,
Mhm.
I've had moments where I've tried to be a mature, upstanding adult and not just.
We've
But
all had those moments.
yeah, it's always come back to. So
Do you
um,
own a pair now?
no, I have every one except for that I would want, except for the shadows, the shattered backboards. Um, I don't have the very first UFC ones from 2015. Those are probably the three that I'm missing that I just don't have.
But you're only missing three. So that says a lot.
Yeah. Hmm. But yeah, I just at my heart, I'm 40 years old. Like that's an $80 shoe. I can't pay. It's enough that they're 170. I can't pay $500 for a Jordan 1. I just can't do it.
I completely agree. I feel like the most I would do now is like three something, just based off of like my size. But I have paid like close to five before. I wouldn't again, but I have before.
Yeah, I mean, the most I've ever paid was three for a shoe. And that was years ago. Um,
That's really good, especially for a men's size shoe.
yeah.
300 is like retail now. You realize
Yeah,
it, right?
yeah. Shoot, it was back in like '05 or '06. It was years ago. Like I just try to just get them at retail or less than. So, but how does your family feel about your relationship with sneakers?
Well, me and my sister, we live together. So every time she comes in, she's like, wow, you have a lot of shoes. Or anytime I'm like arranging them, like, because like I have sneakers that's kind of out that I was like, I made like show. So she's always like, how long is that going to take you to put those back up? I'm like, I'm a pro at this now. It's not going to take long at all. But my brother, he's like one of my sneaker influences. So of course, he loves it. And a lot of my family members that are the men in my family, we all like talk sneakers all the time, so they embrace it.
Good, good. Okay. Um, I don't mean to be too personal, but your significant other does they about it?
Um, the ones in the past, they have kind of always been into sneakers, or I kind of have influenced them to be into sneakers. So hopefully, whoever I marry are they're into sneakers, so they'll just get it. That'll be a good thing, like our habits together.
Gotcha, gotcha. Um, what direction do you see your collection going in the future?
Mm, a lot, hopefully a lot more pickups. I want to become a little bit more versatile. So grabbing some brands like Saucony's and Diodorus. Those are like two brands that I really want to branch out into. I want to get more New Balances. Let's see, more Asics. Things that everyone kind of looks over. I want to delve into their range more. I feel like I'm pretty versatile though, but those are the only two brands I don't have.
I appreciate you for saying Saucony and not Saucony. Most.
I wanted to say it. I did. I'm not gonna, I wanted to say it, but I'm gonna be politically correct today.
Yeah, no, I love. Like I don't have many of the regular Asics. The majority of my Asics are the old school ones, the Onitsuka Tigers.
Oh,
Like
okay. Okay.
I still call them Asics when I post them, but um, yeah, I have a few gel lights, but not really a lot. My wife actually has more gel light threes and fives than me. She's killing me right now, but it's all good. What is on your radar next? Like, what's the next release you like?
I really, really want the Joe Freshgood. I think those are not the 990 New Balances that's coming out. Supposed to be this month since today's July 1st. So sometime or another, they're supposed to release. Um, that's really the only thing I'm just looking forward to in July because for Jordans, nothing is popping out at me. I haven't seen anything. I'm like, oh, I need those, but I definitely want to grab those. Hopefully, I struck out on the Soleil's with Salehi, however you say his name. They released a couple days ago, or was that last week? So New Balances are really getting hard to get. So hopefully I can grab a pair of those. I also wanted the Bricks and Wood collab, but I didn't get those either. So if I could do some reach backs, that would be great.
You're going after some hard stuff there. Yeah.
I am. I mean, my list always grows daily. So
So you aren't gonna try to get the South Beach Eights, the LeBrons?
I do like those. I really do. But to me, LeBrons are kind of like a heavy, bulky sneaker. I own like maybe 3 or 4 pairs of LeBrons. I like the Black History, the what's that really colorful pair? It's like Lucky Charms or something. I got those. And another pair. But I may try. I like the Sprite pair as well. I like those too.
Okay. Okay. Key to Your Soul said they aren't coming in kids, I heard. And my wife said Fruity Pebbles is probably the.
Yeah, Fruity Pebbles, that was the name, yeah.
Well, I'm always about versatility. I mean, I know people that just collect Jordans. I know people that just wear Converse or just wear, whatever. I wear everything. I mean, the only brand I don't think I've ever owned was I've never had a pair of K-Swiss, but I think I've had everything else.
I've
At least
never had a pair either, but my sister, they used to be her sneaker if she's watching. She loved K-Swiss shoes. So she always got those. I was just never into them. When she was getting those, I was kind of in my Reebok Classics type of bag then. So I used to get a lot of those as well. But yeah, I've never had K-Swiss.
now, what's the shoe? And this is a new question. What's the shoe for back in your youth that you don't have that you would bring back? You know what I mean? If you could, like, I would rock them now if I had them.
In my youth, I had the black toe 14s, Jordan 14s. So I would bring those back. Like I want that pair. I didn't get them when they retro last, so I need those. What else? What else? I need to get my hands on some more pennies. I used to get those when I was younger, but now I haven't really gotten any in some years. So probably those.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, do you have any for me?
How many ones do you own? Because that's all I see behind your head. And I'm always thinking, like, how many boxes does he have up there?
Yeah, for the people. Um, I have 54 pairs of ones.
Okay, okay. One
But
day. That's a goal. Like, that's a legit goal.
it's a lot of random ones. I mean, I'm not a mid hater like a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I've I've found mids at the thrift and resale shops for like 20 or 30. Something like I know most people aren't gonna wear nothing like this, but I
Yeah.
something to wear with it to offset wearing all of the ones people want.
Mm-hmm.
I actually found these at a Burlington. They were like $50. I'm like, it's a one.
I think I saw those in a Nordstrom recently.
Yeah.
Um,
So when I was still a store manager for Hibbett, I grabbed these. So maybe about 15 of them are mids, but it's most older, OGs, 94s or '01 pairs. So
54 is a lot. Like, I may be in, 20 something, maybe? So I think back. I have a couple mids as well. I have a couple pairs like this years old.
yeah, this is probably my favorite mid though, the blue.
I think that's a lot of people's favorite. That's the pair where everyone was like, well, this is an acceptable mid. Like, you either like mids or you don't like them.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I mean, to me, because I had made a Facebook status that theshoegame.com had reposted on there social media where I said if you were into Jordans before 2011, you don't really mind mids. You know what I'm
That's
saying? A
true.
lot
That's true.
more because I've had to tell some of my young dudes in the sneakers, I'm like, look, man, the way Jordan 2s, the way y'all look at Jordan 2s, that's how Jordan 1s used to be. I mean, you remember that. Nobody
Mm-hmm.
really, if you weren't into sneakers or
Truth
Jordan,
be told, nobody's into twos now, except like the ones that really like them. But they want the off-white twos, and that's about it. They're not gonna start like buying twos heavily because twos are gonna be off-white now.
yeah, I love 2s. I got 17 of them. I love them. But
I have maybe 3 pair of twos.
I have any. I knew that you did, but I appreciate the fact that you have any. You know, I'm still into sports, and that was Michael Jordan's best statistical season. The Bulls sucked that year, but he averaged 37 points. You know, 1987. You know, I was a kid, but I remember being around that time. So, you know, for the shoe, it's the athlete attached to it, how it feels on my foot, and how it looks. So, yeah. But
I agree. I agree. I don't own any low top twos. I would love to get some of those.
yeah, like I have the regular white and red pair that they're gonna make the off white pair of. They're from 2004. But you know, since they're so old, and it's probably been a couple of years since I wore them. I don't even know if they'd be wearable at this point.
They may not be. I wouldn't try them.
See where I can get them.
Just to say they've been on them.
Oh,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, someone said mellow twos. I love those. I need those as well.
I need those too. I hate that I didn't get the retro. Where I was, you know, in Cleveland, they didn't come out anywhere in Cleveland in '04. But
I don't think they came out in my size, but there's so many pairs that never came out in kid sizes, but I always wanted those.
yeah. Well, you got any other questions for me?
I don't think so. I mean, I could
All
ask
right. Well,
how many pairs you have in all. You know, that's the dreaded question we all hate. If you want to answer, it's no pressure.
I really don't know. I have it's certain collections that I'll either have a number or I'll have a ballpark, but overall, I really don't know. Like I know, like this closet that I'm in is specifically for Jordans. So Jordan wise, I'm probably upper twos, like
Okay.
280. You know, I know I have 150 LeBrons exactly. So it's a few where I like know, but most of the I don't.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So how do
But
you know you have 150 exactly of LeBrons? Like, did you just count them one day?
I counted them because I was going to do a YouTube video of them, but
Oh, okay.
I'm about to break it up because I did it with the Jordans because like on my YouTube channel I've done up through the 6, where the Jordan 1, since I have the most Jordan 1s out of any of the J's, that one took the longest to edit, and you know, but
I'm sure. I'm sure. That's the
like,
worst part of YouTube is the editing. Like,
oh, yeah,
recording a video is easy. It's like I now have to sit down and edit and listen to my voice over and over and cut stuff out.
yeah, there are parts where you mess up, you're like, oh, let me cut that out. So, and you know me, all from 1 through 6, you know, I got to put the commercials in there, different ads he might have been in, you know, because I'm all about the history. So, finding those off of YouTube and then cropping them and checking the sound quality, it's where I haven't done one in probably about, what is it? It's July now. I don't think I've done one since maybe like April. So I've been overdue.
I'm probably the same. I know it's been like 2-3 months. So that's why I'm like, I have YouTube, but I'm like, I haven't been active. So, I mean, y'all can go follow me. But yeah.
All right. Before we go, since we were talking about Jordan 1s and everybody loves them, what's your most unique or random pair of Jordan 1s?
My most unique pair would be the Viotech, the Laylee collab. I think that's because it's so colorful and it has the fur tongue to them. So that would be the
Now,
most unique. I also
you
have the Leroy Smith. I don't know if you remember that one. The mid. I got those in high school. Yeah, I got those. What year did those come out? Because it was either my junior or senior year of high school, I think.
I want to say 2009. Well, let me
Was it
look.
9? Okay, so I was in what ninth grade, maybe.
You were in ninth grade in 2009.
I think so.
What year? So you came out in what?
I
12,
came
13?
out in 11.
Oh, you came out in 11. I was probably in like 10th grade.
Okay.
Still makes me feel old as fuck. Jeez. Um, the last production date 7/10/09, so it probably came out in September or something
Okay.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So those, because of the story behind them, I think that may be my most unique pair.
Yeah, and they did a couple of commercials because Charlie Murphy was
Yeah,
Leroy.
I did. Mm-hmm.
Because I have a shirt where he's standing next to him. It's just random as fuck. But
That sounds funny. I remember the guy when I bought them, because I went in the store. I got those out of a Finish Line in South Haven. I don't know if you did. You go to like near the? It's not the Tanger outlets, but it's the South Haven Town Center. Did you go to those stores?
nah, I think we just went to the Tanger.
Okay, okay. So yeah, that's further. It's like maybe 10 minutes from it. But yeah, I copped those there.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look. Before we go, I got some Memphis specific questions.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right, we were. Gosh, I can't even remember. It was like we were in the hood, but I didn't really know if we were in the hood.
Are you in South Memphis? South Memphis is the hood.
South Memphis is the hood. Okay, okay, because I just
South,
remember
did you go near Southland Mall? That's the hood mall. That's the mall that you made. Your sneakers may get snatched out your hand when you walking out.
where we
I'm
were.
being serious. I don't go there by myself. Like I would never buy a pair of sneakers and go there by myself ever. No.
Huh? Yeah, because where we
It's
were.
right across from. It's right around the corner from the clearance store.
Okay.
It's just on
Yeah.
the opposite side. So where the what's right there? I think a Sharks or something.
Okay. Huh? Yeah, because I can't even remember the hotel we were in, but we were really close to the freeway, and it was a Popeyes on the corner, and it was an abandoned IHOP. Um,
Abandoned IHOP.
and it was an abandoned hotel next to the IHOP. Excuse me, I can't remember it now. I'll
Send it to me when you think about it. Think of it.
because when we went kind of northeast, it seemed like it kind of shifted to the to a different audience. You know what I
East
mean?
Memphis is the best part of Memphis. Just disclaimer. East is like is where you're getting closer to Carterville, Cordova, Germantown, those areas.
Germantown and Cordova, we was there because I went to a
Yeah,
federal.
that's the nice areas. Yeah.
Oh,
If I was to move back like and live in Memphis, I would live in somewhere around there.
all right. Now, again, after years, and I know this is gonna sound stupid, you probably gonna laugh at me after years. 666 Mafia, 36 Mafia, the Mafia 6. So I thought North Memphis was where all the shit happened.
I mean, stuff like I said, stuff happens in South, mostly North, West. East is your best area. Yeah, you were near Midtown. He said Midtown and Union. But Midtown and Union, that's a pretty decent area. Like Midtown is nice. So did you pass Urban Outfitters?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah, that was Midtown. Like when you getting close to a university there, Christian Brothers, not quite where you get to University of Memphis. Because when you get to University of Memphis, you kind of veering off into those areas.
Cause where we were at, I think it had Prairie in it.
Prairie Farms.
Prairie Village, something. I'll just have to send it to you. I have to look. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But yeah, because I mean, just years of hearing the North and Orange Mound and all that. I'm like, is that all?
Yeah, that's all. That's all the hood too. Orange Mound. You got Fraser in there. You got Yeah.
Okay. Will you ever move? Will you ever live in Memphis again, or you cool on that?
I don't know because I'm still so close to it, so it's not a real reason to move back. But never say never, I guess.
I got you. You know, 'cause people ask me all the time, like, would you ever move back to Cleveland? Because we have our little areas too, but it's nothing like I felt when I was down there. Um, but but yeah, I appreciate you answering these questions because again, we got to the clearance store and it was in the plaza with the roses and the rainbow. I'm like, damn, Nike is just right here. All right.
Yep, it's right there. But like I said, that's your best chance. Did you get a chance to go into the actual factory store, like the one in this? Where is they located in Memphis? Because it's three. They have three.
I know we went to the employee store. We went to the clearance store.
And you went to the outlet, right? So yeah, you went to all three, I think. The one in Tanger is the outlet, and then the clearance is right down Elvis, and then you went to the employee. So you went. I think you covered all of them.
Okay. I mean, we want to come back because I mean we drove. I mean that shit took like almost 11 hours. It was a drive.
Wow. That
Cause
makes sense because I used to live in I stayed in Michigan for a while, so that was like
oh, okay.
13, 14 hours. But we passed through Ohio.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, driving home usually, about 8 hours. That's not really nothing. But I just figured this just be being dumb. I'm like, shit, I mean, Tennessee is the next state over, so how far could it be? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, dang, 10 hours and 30 minutes. But it was we got to stop through Nashville. There was a lot of stuff there at the Opry Mills.
Yeah,
So
Nashville has a lot of stuff there. They do.
yeah. All right. Well, listen, I really appreciate you answered all the questions, taking your time out. I know you're halfway famous. You know what I'm saying? So,
No, I am not. I'm not halfway famous.
hey, I've been trying to, we stuff for, but I really appreciate it. And I appreciate your. I'll be looking like usual, like, what Aisha got on. You know what I'm saying?
And I thank you for asking me. It was a very fun time. I enjoyed this.
Great, great. Well, if there's not anything else, I'm going to close it off. Thank everybody for joining. We'll send
Thanks,
you the
everyone.
area.
I am not famous. Y'all can stop that.
You got Ashley, you got, Sneaker Vibes, everybody know. But yeah, I'm gonna send you the area we was staying in because
Okay.
we ain't know nothing about it, so it was a shock.
Yeah, make sure you hit me up. Y'all hit me up next time, and maybe I can like join y'all or point y'all in the right direction away from South Memphis.
For sure, we definitely will do that. Now I'll be in touch.
Okay.
Peace, y'all.